Good morning, everybody. It's now day 5 of my week in Perth, and the sun's finally out, and so an early lunch was needed. Sushi is amazing. Fresh, light, healthy. Perth has pretty good offering in this state.
What's the history of this place?
I think it used to be a pumping station. So now it's time for dinner, and then it's pho. Pho is for me my go-to comfort food. I can eat this dish morning, noon and night, and Perth actually has a pretty good version of it. Well, that was a great band that played at the Duke of Ellington Jazz Club in Perth. Welcome to day 6, and wow, the sun's out, which is fantastic. And look, I even have a tiny little visitor today. How are you, little ladybird? Today should be a very interesting day, full of activities. And off she goes. Bye, little ladybird. With such great weather upon us, we decided to go down to Swan Valley, where we will be visiting a couple of vineyards. I love vineyards. I love looking at all the beautiful gnarly vines and see whether or not it would whisper back to me its ancient secrets. I love wandering through vineyards and just looking at the beautiful winemakers, not the winemakers, the actual wine products, and then sampling some as well. Here we are at Sandalford, which is one of the most famous vineyards in the Swan Valley region. It was owned by John Roe, who in Queen Victoria's time was granted 4,000 acres to basically do whatever he wants with it for the service to the Commonwealth. Well, I'm glad he chose wine, because as I'm tasting them right now, they're very nice, very sharp and refreshing. The Chardonnays especially as well. Worth a try. Chardonnay should only be drunk 12 to 15 degrees Celsius. Apparently, otherwise you would lose the flavour, says the winemaker. So there you go. No ice in it. If you know me, you would know that I actually love seafood, and oysters, can't go past them. So here we are looking at the restaurant's menu and of course landing on oysters and other lovely morsels of delight. What is it about vineyards and its setting that is just so elegant and so beautiful and lend itself to storytelling? I had a recent birthday at a vineyard back in Melbourne. I have no regrets that I did that. But back to the oysters. What do you put on your oysters? Do you put Tabasco sauce? Do you put any other condiments? For me, it's really just lemon juice, fresh one at that. And this clip is not put in so that I can show you how I eat oysters, but really for the beautiful shot of that champagne glass next to me and then seeing the branches behind them. This is lovely champagne from the Sandalford estate. I can't remember what it's called, but I should have gotten a bottle. But look at all the tiny bubbles. It really is such a great wine. Please, sir, can I have some more? However, having said that, let the record reflect that I only ordered half a dozen oysters. Oysters and champagne. What a marvelous combination it really is. After curling next to the fire, it's time to take a walk. Saying farewell to the lovely Sandalford wine estate, we decided to drive to Mandoon Estate, another winery, for our dinner. Night falls on Perth, and it brings to bear a poem by Henry D. Thoreau, a poem that I've loved all my life. I wish to quote it now. It starts, "I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not when it came to die discover that I had not lived. I did not wish to live what was not life. Living is so dear, nor did I wish to practice resignation, unless it is quite necessary. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life, to live so sturdily and Spartan-like as to put to rout all that was not life, to cut a broad swath and shave close, to drive life into a corner and reduce it to its longest terms. And if I prove to be mean, why then to get the whole and genuine meanness of it and publish its meanness to the world, or if it were sublime, to know it by experience and be able to give a true account of it in my next excursion." I first discovered this poem in the film Dead Poets Society, and that has now become one of my most favourite films. Off now to the famous Margaret River chocolate factory. Getting rained out, it's time to go back to the city, back to East Perth. On the way, however, we actually did a drop-in at one of Perth's best beaches called Scarborough Beach. It's a really windy day, but still, the voice of the ocean kept calling me, so I had to go and see its beautiful sands and look at its beautiful waves. And really, it is such a beautiful sight. There are 9 really cool beaches in Perth. Scarborough, which is where I am right now, is one of them. But there's also the City Beach, Port Beach, Cottesloe, Trigg, Swanbourne, Bathurst Beach, and of course Rottnest Island. This is my last night in Perth, and so my friend and I decided to go into town for a lovely dinner at the State Building. The State Building, I think, used to be where, I think parliamentarians used to debate, but now it's actually been gutted out and it's really industrial in design with heaps of restaurants, and it's all very quaint and very modern, but also very industrial. We decided to go to Long Chim for dinner, a Thai restaurant. I just love this beautiful footage of Perth. Look at that, the lake of shining water. It's like Europe. Trafalgar. This is Trafalgar Bridge. Yeah, didn't you know? Well, I wasn't wrong, because look at these locks. It just reminds me so much of the locks along the bridges in Paris. Sadly, it is time to go. After a lovely week in Perth, I have to go home now. Thank you so much, Perth. You have been such a fantastic host. I will see you very soon. Bye for now. Thank Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave me a comment below if you would like to see something else. I hope you have a pleasant day or night. Thank you.